Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. I tell you, it is so hard to believe, 18 years old, celebrated my 18th birthday on Sunday, May 29th. Originally born May 29th, 1998. Turned 18, May 29th, 2016. Hard to believe 18 years has went by really quick, and becoming a senior this year. Senior. I mean, junior year went by quick. And, of course, you have sophomore year. What happened to that? I don't even remember that. Freshman year is memorable because you're scared out of your wits when you first get up to high school. Then by the time that you're reaching your senior year, whatever. But, anyway, had a really great 18th birthday. Went to Muriel's Restaurant, an Italian restaurant in Fairmont, West Virginia. Best of the best, I tell you, love that place. If you ever go there, get the cheese sticks. They are fantastic. Then after that, went to one of my favorite churches, Calvary Temple, over in Fairmont, West Virginia. Pastor Tim Shuttlesworth, he was there. He's been a friend of the family for several years, know me ever since I've been born, know my father for years upon years. His brother was my dad's roommate in college. He went to Zion Bible College together. But went there. The Hensons were there. The Henson family is a gospel group. And his one of the Henson's sons, Weston, is actually the one who is operating this specific group that was there. And Larry Henson from one of the original Hensons was there. And they really just did absolutely great. I mean, it was a fantastic service. Anytime that you have an opportunity to hear them, I mean, guys, you definitely need to take it because it is a great organization, a great group, great ministry, and definitely got the spirit flowing. I mean, it was just wonderful. But, 18 years old, hard to believe.
Happy birthday to you. Under all those candles, just might be a cake. We'll call the firefighters just in case. They'll bring the truck and hoses so we don't burn the place down. All your friends are here, well, at least the ones that are still around. Hey, Caiden, we're so glad that it's your birthday. Happy birthday. One more year has come to pass. Hey, Caiden, hope you have a happy birthday. Happy birthday. And we sure hope it won't be your last.
Oh, gee, thank you. Yeah, I really needed that. Thanks so much, yeah. Gosh. Yeah, I hope it's not my last either, depending on what I say on air between this year and next birthday. We'll see what happens. But I tell you, guys, it's really great. Yeah, thanks again. But it's really great turning 18 years old, because another great thing here in West Virginia, when you turn 18, you're able to get a concealed carry permit now. And that's what I was really looking forward to, because, I mean, Lord knows I need a concealed carry. But here in West Virginia, they made it so if you are between the ages of 18 and 21, then you can get a concealed carry permit. And after you turn 21, you no longer have to have a permit in order to carry in West Virginia. So they're very lenient when it comes to that. Oh, yeah. And there's another thing that I got to tell you guys, too. On Saturday, I had a really great experience because, of course, turned 18 on Sunday. But on Saturday, I had an amazing experience. I couldn't believe it. Okay, I was on my iPhone, and I was looking through my contact list, and this one name popped out, because I hadn't checked my contact list in a while, and this one name popped out at me, and I realized that's Bo Snerdley's name. And for those of you who don't know who Bo Snerdley is the second in command at the Rush Limbaugh show. He is Rush Limbaugh's main guy, and he's works as a call screener. He's been with Rush for several years, and I was going through my contact list, and I'm thinking, that's Bo Snerdley. So I looked at it, and here it's weird. It had the number on it. It had the address on it, and I'm thinking, how in the world did I get a hold of this? Because I don't remember typing it in, unless the only time that I could think of was when I was probably about, 14, 15 years old, somewhere around there. I had a friend who had a few connections to the Rush Limbaugh show, and he had told me, Caiden, you like Rush, don't you? And I said, oh, absolutely, I love Rush. And he said, all right, well, I have some contact information for you if you want to get a hold of him, or if you ever want to get a hold of him. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. So he forwarded this stuff to me. And one of the things I do remember this, Kit Carson was the guy who helped Rush out for years and was a great asset to the Rush Limbaugh show. And I remember sending him an email from that contact information that I was given. And I never received a response back, unfortunately. And then back in 2015, he passed away. And it's just horrible. I know based upon Rush, what Rush was saying on air. I mean, it was a big loss, and because I think I remember I even told people to definitely keep them in prayer when that was happening, because I mean it was just a rough circumstance. But it was horrible, and they have a tribute, I think, still on the Rush Limbaugh show website, rushlimbaugh.com. But it was Kit Carson, and unfortunately wasn't ever able to successfully contact him. But from what I was seeing on my contact list, I had Bo Snerdley's contact information. So what I'm guessing, because I still don't remember exactly how I obtained that information, what I'm guessing is that someone sent it to my iPhone and I just didn't pay much attention, like add this to your contact list, and I hit save. But I mean, I really don't remember how I got a hold of this. But anyway, I decided, well, I might as well call it, see what happens. So I figured, why not dial the number? And sure enough, there's this guy that answered the phone. And I said, hello? Oh, yeah, yes, sir. And I just introduced myself and asked him if this was Bo Snerdley from the Rush Limbaugh show. And he said, well, yes, it is. And I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, this is seriously him. I can't believe I'm talking to him. Because, I mean, I was just expecting this number to be a dead number or something, or go to somebody else, but here, this is legitimately Bo Snerdley's phone number, and how did it get on my phone? But, yeah, so I'm completely freaking out on the other end. On the inside, I try not to express it out externally. Try to stay as professional as possible, but when you think about it, though, I mean, you have this, because I said I'm 17 years old, I think I said my birthday's tomorrow, and I started saying I wasn't... I don't know if I told him, I wasn't sure if this was your number or not, but I invited him on the show because that's the first thing that came to mind. Well, what do I do? Well, do you or Rush do interviews? And he said, well, Rush doesn't do interviews, which, I knew already. I don't know why I asked that, but he said, Rush doesn't do interviews. He said, but I do, but it's very, very rare. And he said, but the best way to contact me is by contacting me on Twitter, because this is my home phone number. And immediately I start thinking, oh, what have I done? I'm bugging this poor man at home, because, I mean, you think about it from his perspective here. Here you have some, random guy from West Virginia, 17 years old, that finds his phone number and is calling him and is just talking, who is this guy? I don't know you. You're wanting an interview. Who are you? What do you want? So out of nowhere, I mean, I'm just calling this guy. And no idea who I am. So, but then again, you also have to look at it from my perspective, right? Because Rush is the very reason why I started doing radio, right? I have been interested in politics since I was 6 years old. Wanted to make a difference. At 12 years old, I started looking, well, actually at 11 years old, I started looking for ways to get involved. And I first heard of Rush when I told Snerdley that I was 12 years old when I first started listening to Rush. That was wrong. I was 10 years old when I first started listening to Rush, because I first heard Rush when he was speaking at CPAC 2009. And when I decided to start looking into various ways to get involved, I remembered listening to Rush at CPAC, and I listened to Rush on the radio at times, and I figured, hey, well, why not start a conservative talk show? And since I have started my own show, I mean, Rush is just this huge inspiration of mine, one of my biggest inspirations. And, I know a whole bunch of stuff about the Rush Limbaugh show. I mean, I'll just show you. I mean, I have a 2F by T mug, applied for that contest that they had going on there, the commercial contest. I have Rush Limbaugh, An Army of One, his biography. And I have, these are older, but I have the No Boundaries tie collection. I mean, as many ties as I can get, I always try to grab them. But, I mean, I am a major ditto head, and this isn't it. I have some other stuff back at the house, but I have Rush Limbaugh tour videos from where he used to go on tour. I have all of his television shows. It's where I saw Snerdley. Saw him speak on one of those videos from the 90s. I think he was reading a poem or something, but but I mean, I am just a huge fan of Snerdley and Rush both, because one of the biggest dreams that I have had has been to it's been to have an opportunity to see the Southern Command, Rush Limbaugh's studio, the studio of all studios, and get to meet Rush and Snerdley. I mean, that's been my that has been my dream for quite some time, and having the opportunity out of nowhere to just talk to Snerdley. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And so I'm saying, would you like to come on the show? And so contact me on Twitter. And because I was afraid I was ticking him off, because, I mean, like I said, I contacted him out of nowhere. But you have to look at it from my position, too. Because if you are, the 17-year-old guy and you are, looking at these two as being your biggest inspirations when it comes to radio, and you out of nowhere have this guy's phone number, you mean to tell me you wouldn't call? I mean, so that's, I had to dial it, and then when I found out that it's actually Snerdley, it's like, oh my gosh. Thank you, Lordy. That was the best birthday present that I could have received. So anyway, matter of fact, I think I'm going to send this to Snerdley on Twitter so he doesn't just think I'm some creep from West Virginia that decided to call. Although after watching this video, hopefully he doesn't think that I'm now some creep from West Virginia, but no, it was, really had a great opportunity talking with him, and I wasn't sure if I should, just explain it here on air what happened, that I just, tried the number out to see if it worked, or if I should have called Snerdley back and tried to explain it, but I didn't want to bug him at his house again if it, I didn't want to bother him, because that's the last thing that I wanted to do is bother the guy that I look up to, because he thinks, oh yeah, it's just that Cowger kid. So, but no, he's still, I'd love to have you on the show. I meant every word that I said. I'd love to have you on this program. It was an honor to talk with you if you hear this. But no, I've been a very big fan of Rush for a long time. And really, I owe a lot to the Rush Limbaugh show, because, I mean, like I said, he is the guy that inspired me to do talk radio. And we went from being just a small little internet talk show to where I am now on terrestrial radio station. Started off here in Buchanan on our local AM station. Then we expanded to 101.5 WXMB Myrtle Beach, and getting on more stations as time goes on, and on iHeartRadio. So it's really launching me into a radio career, and I hope to do this professionally, full-time, completely full-time. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and I'd love to have the opportunity to meet the best in the business. But I tell you, it was just wonderful to have the chance to just talk to him for a few minutes. I mean, even just calling him for that short period of time was it really made my weekend. So, but that was a great experience. Snerdley, I still can't believe I called Snerdley at home. I can't believe I have his home phone number. I don't know how I got it, because I mean, and that's the thing. If someone ended up with my phone number, that would really bother me, because I mean, even on my I'm even careful when I answer my cell phone, because I don't know who it is. It's like, do you like me? Do you hate me? Or who are you? What do you want? What's your serial number? Yeah, all that. So it's great news. Now, someone, because I was telling one of my other friends about this, and they said, Caiden, how bad do you want that interview? And I said, well, I would love, of course, I'd love to have Snerdley on the show. I mean, it would be a great opportunity. I mean, I love the guy to death, love Rush to death, love all of them to death. I mean, I was excited when Rush Revere followed me on Twitter, because that account had followed me on Twitter for a while. So, I mean, that was exciting to me. I have someone that likes me from the Rush Limbaugh show. And, of course, we had Stephen Limbaugh on the program a bit of time ago. Anyway, they said, how bad do you want that interview with Snerdley? If he seemed a bit slightly agitated when you called, just a random guy out of nowhere, imagine if a whole bunch of people called. Now, no, I'm not doing a Donald Trump on him, and on top of that, he has my cell phone number now, and they have, a huge audience of millions upon millions of people. No way, not reading it on air. I'd never do that. Snerdley, I love you. I love Rush. Love you guys.
One lie at a time.
Caiden Cowger.
Somebody had to say it.
JP Morgan is now holding a record 55 million ounces of silver. Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting another financial crisis, and over time, they're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. Silver is trading below its production costs and is predicted to double by 2020. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. If you find a better rate, they will easily match it just for you. Plus, their specialty is precious metals IRA rollovers for the ultimate in IRA security. Be one of the first 20 callers today to receive their free definitive gold guide, plus their exclusive A Sterling Time to Be Buying Silver report. They have an A-plus rating with a Better Business Bureau, so call the experts at Capital Gold Group now and see what investing in gold and silver can do for you. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement, and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method, and to get your free report, go to 25security.com. That's the number 25security.com. 25security.com. Go to 25security.com.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Bank on Yourself. Bank on Yourself is a company that basically teaches their clients how to invest money, how to prepare for their retirement, how to reduce their 401ks, basically how to manage your money wisely. And the president of the company is Pamela Yellen. She has investigated over 450 financial products and strategies in search for an alternative task and voluntary of traditional investments. She has appeared on every major TV and radio network, and her articles and interviews have appeared in thousands of publications and websites. And she is a New York Times bestseller on Bank on Yourself Revolution. Now, if you'd like to find out more, you can go to 25security.com. 25security.com. Once again, that is 25security.com. You know, running for the presidency is supposed to be about portraying yourself as the most professional candidate fit for the office.
Caiden Cowger.
So what does Hillary Clinton do?
Somebody had to say it.
She barks like a dog.
You know? Who let the dogs out? 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 You know?
Show notes and segments from today's show will be posted at CaidenCowgerProgram.com. If you're on Twitter, just follow Caiden Cowger at Caiden Cowger.
That would be the best decision of your life. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. It's great to have you with us. I tell you, guys, I was more excited than when I found out that one of my friends lived very close to Rush. Very close to Rush. John Racy, owner of West Virginia Radio, helped him out with his campaign. I talk about him a lot from time to time. But anyway, I was talking to him on the phone one day, and he had said that, Rush and I, we come from basically the same ballpark. And I'm thinking, what did you mean by that? And see, back when John was running for Senate, they had always used this stupid commercial about how he had a home in Florida. And I'm thinking, all right, if I had enough money, I would have a home in Florida. I'd have a home in Myrtle Beach. I'd have a home in a lot of places if I had the money to do it. So, it's really no big deal because John predominantly lives in West Virginia. Well, anyway, his main home is in West Virginia. He lives here the majority of the time. Greer Industries, his company. He's based in West Virginia. But anyway, they tried to make it out like he, is this guy that lives in Florida, and it's not true. He owns a home in Florida. But anyway, they had his address, and I forget. I think it was reported somewhere, but I forget. It might have been Huffington Post that reported that or something. His address. But anyway, I recall reading an article on his home in Florida, and I realized something. That sounds like it's really close to where Rush lives. So I looked it up. And the Google Maps thing about it, how it, shows the distance between two locations. And here, if this is correct, from what it said, it's just a few minutes from Rush's house. And I heard about that, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, here I'm talking to a guy that's practically Rush Limbaugh's neighbor, and it's goodness sakes, because I remember, because then it all started clicking back now, because John owns some of the golf courses here in West Virginia, and he also is a member, apparently, of that country club that's out there around the same location, which is really neat because he tries to support them, also supports the ones here in our state. But yeah, because Rush had made a remark that John and him were the member of the same country club. So I'm thinking right there, wow, that means that they could have very well golfed together. And I've never asked him that, and I'm going to have to. But that just clicked in my head. It's, oh my goodness, that is so cool. That is so neat. But so I was excited there. But and then on top of it, with getting to talk to Mr. Snerdley. It was too much, but it was a great weekend. Great time to turn 18 years old, let me tell you. Oh, I loved every minute of it. But that was, so that was my weekend. So you had where I talked to Bo Snerdley, and then you had the great church that I went to there in Myrtle Beach, Murrell's Restaurant, Tim Shuttlesworth, pastor there, got to hear the Hensons sing. Like I said, I couldn't think of a better place to spend my 18th birthday than with, everybody there at Calvary Temple and Pastor Tim Shuttlesworth. It was just, it was so great. But anyway, and that's another thing. Pastor Tim really he's known me ever since I've been small, and I think I also mentioned that his brother was with my dad at Zion Bible College, and they were roommates together there in the dorm. But anyway, it's just great. He called me out from the pulpit, which was great radio advertising because he said, yeah, Caiden Cowger is he's working. He actually made that remark. He's working on being the next Rush Limbaugh. He is more conservative than conservatives. But it was really great. I just had a wonderful birthday. I couldn't have asked for a better one. But it was really fun time. But there was one thing, if I can pull this up, I'll have to look for it here. But there was one thing that I remembered after I turned 18. And that was something that was said about me back in, I think, 2012, somewhere around there. I think it was 2012. But anyway, so after I turned 18 on Sunday, finally 18, was thinking back and remembered a group called the Turks. And I really don't know why they call themselves young, because these are a group of guys in their mid to late 40s, basically people who are having midlife crises, and really just a very liberal group. But anyway, back in 2012, I remembered something that they said on their little web show, because they were talking about how stupid I was at 14, how stupid they were at 14, and I guess they didn't consider themselves stupid at that point, even though that practically every cable network that they were allowed to go on, they ended up getting kicked off of. I mean, you had MSNBC, bye-bye. You had Current TV, they ran their ratings in the toilet, but that was the Young Turks. But anyway, here's a clip from 2012, back on June 7th, 2012, and this guy's name was Ben, I think it's Manishkovitz. I think I pronounced that correctly. But anyway, go ahead and play this. This is from the Young Turks.
It's less the 14-year-old kid, although let's go back and visit him in 4 years, and maybe he'll be a little more tolerant Nazi.
Yeah. Maybe he'll be a little more tolerant Nazi. Well, let me tell you something. I am not a socialist Nazi like you guys supporting Bernie Sanders. That's not me. But no, I tell you, still 18. I'm 18 now. 4 years later, 18, still conservative, still going strong. Yeah. So unfortunately, you guys didn't get your wish. Still around. Still have the talk show. Yeah. Didn't lose it. Actually, we are now on iHeartRadio. We are on 2 terrestrial radio stations. One in West Virginia, our flagship station. We're on one in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So doing fine now. Yeah, haven't been kicked off of them, unlike you guys with your 2 networks. But yeah, that's what's happened. That's what's happened with me anyway. But no, it's I don't know. I really do. I sort of do feel sorry for them. I mean, like I said, they are in their mid-40s. Every major television network that they've been on, they've ended up getting kicked off of. And, guys, I'm sorry, but they do get quite a fair viewing audience on YouTube. But they spread so many falsehoods. It's not even funny. Because I'll just go back. I'll tell you one thing that they did to me. I remember back in 2012, and I have the video up right here, actually. It's up next on this autoplay thing on YouTube. But they have a thing on here where it says, conservative teen attacks TYT. All right? Well, anyway, on this video, they had an audio clip that someone sent them, and I guess uploaded it to a thing that they had called TYT Nation. What's TYT Nation? That's another word for hell. But no, I guess it's something called TYT Nation, and some user that goes on their website uploaded it to their thing, whatever. But anyway, they then tried to accuse me of being the uploader, of being the producer of that. And it wasn't me. It was not me. And I still, at 18 years old, will tell you, it was not me. And here they were in the video. Caiden, calm down. He had, I think his name was Jink or somebody. Jank, I don't know. I don't really care at this point. I could never get his name right. So, yeah. Sink Uger, I know. I think that's what that kid said in the video. It was either, I think I called him Sink at one time. Which, here, this is the way we wash our hands. We wash our now. But I could never get their names right. I'm really, but they couldn't get my name right either, because they're in the first video that they released of me. They called me Caiden Cowger. So yeah, of course they mispronounced my name. I feel have perfect liberty to mispronounce theirs. But yeah, in this video anyway, they were playing and they said no one is going to take the time to parody Caiden Cowger. Oh yeah, they did. They believe me. Your audience took the time to chastise me all the way. 12 years old. I was 13 at the time. Later turned 14, and it was still coming. And yeah, they took their good old time. Yeah, they really gave me a hard time.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
Somebody had to say it.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Bank on Yourself. Bank on Yourself is a company that teaches you how to invest money, how to prepare for your retirement, basically teaches you how to save money. And they are offering a free report right now that you can sign up for, 18 pages, absolutely free. You can get that by going to 25security.com. That is 25security.com. All you have to do is just type in your first name, last name, primary email, and they will send it right your way. That is 25security.com.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 25security.com. That's the number 25security.com. 25security.com. Go to 25security.com.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Bank on Yourself. Bank on Yourself is a company that basically teaches their clients how to invest money, how to prepare for their retirement, how to reduce their 401ks, basically how to manage your money wisely. And the president of the company is Pamela Yellen. She has investigated over 450 financial products and strategies in search for an alternative task and voluntary of traditional investments. She has appeared on every major TV and radio network, and her articles and interviews have appeared in thousands of publications and websites. And she is a New York Times bestseller on Bank on Yourself Revolution. Now, if you'd like to find out more, you can go to 25security.com. 25security.com. Once again, that is 25security.com. You know, running for the presidency is supposed to be about portraying yourself as the most professional candidate fit for the office.
Caiden Cowger.
So what does Hillary Clinton do?
Somebody had to say it.
She barks like a dog.
You know? Who let the dogs out? 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 You know?
Show notes and segments from today's show will be posted at CaidenCowgerProgram.com. If you're on Twitter, just follow Caiden Cowger at Caiden Cowger.
That would be the best decision of your life. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. But yeah, I remember the young jerks very well. I'm going to call them jerks because I think it was Ben and Anna. Both of them accused me. I mean, Jay, he was at least slightly nice. That would be the one that I would like to meet someday. But Anna and that Ben guy, both of them were such jerks. I mean, both of them blamed me for causing gay people to kill themselves, for young homosexuals to kill themselves. Said gay kids kill themselves because of kids like Caiden. He's a bad kid. He's a horrible kid. I remember that. And then that's the thing. Like, a lot of their listeners listen to their show regularly. And a lot of LGBTs out there. Because I never advocated for any violence. Even at 13 years old, I did not advocate for any violence against any LGBT people. I never have. I've never hated them. And that's the thing that is really, just been aggravating every single time that you talk about the issue, because when you are a Christian, when you're truly a Christian, I'm not talking about Westboro Baptist, when you're truly a Christian, you want to know that someone is going to make heaven their home. All right. You don't want to see somebody go to hell. All right. I mean, why would I want to see anybody burn in a pit of fire for the rest of their life? Why? For their eternal life. I wouldn't want to see that. Okay. Even though after everything that the Young Turks have done to me, I don't want to see them burning in hell. I would really I would love to see them, get saved and turn their life over to Christ. But, they've got to believe in him first. But, that being said, I mean, that's the difference. If I hated somebody and I believed in a hell, then I would want them to go there. But, and despite, how many times people told me to go there, I didn't wish the same upon them. Although at times it was very, very hard. But that's the thing. And being blamed for, kids committing suicide. I mean, that was just the most disgusting thing out of it all. Especially when there have been a few people that I have, on a personal level, been friends with when I've had to talk them out of doing that. So it's, don't think that you know a person when you don't. And, I guess that's, sort of the reason why they call themselves the Young Turks, because they're immature and they've never grown up. And that, it's a very sad thing, but that's their shtick. So whatever, it's getting them a lot of views on YouTube. Just can't get on any actual credible television network. But that being said, that's them. But moving on, there's actually a thing on here, and I just saw it on Facebook. Some of my friends on there posted it, but apparently, you guys know Twisted Sister? That really heavy metal grunge rock band that played We're Not Gonna Take It. Yeah, I'm going to play this, so hang on 1 second here. I'm going to try to get it up. Yeah, Twisted Sister. Anyway, this is from a Donald Trump event. Donald Trump is right in behind Twisted Sister, and his sons are right behind him too. So apparently it looks like Twisted Sister is supporting Donald Trump. How about that? Yeah, because that's at a Donald Trump event. That's amazing. So Twisted Sister is actually pulling for Donald Trump. How about that? That's interesting. Not of course, my favorite group, but it's a very popular song, and it is suitable for what I think Donald Trump represents. I mean, he's definitely not wanting to take it anymore. So a lot of his followers feel the same way, including myself. I mean, we are all tired of it, and I think that's a very fitting song for the cause. So that was what happened with Twisted Sister now supporting Donald Trump. I tell you, there are a lot of people supporting Trump in Hollywood. I'm surprised by it. You have here's another thing. There is a thing on I Am Kate, Caitlyn Jenner, that entire series. Apparently what we have here, and this is something that is starting to get into the news. You have a lot of these news organizations that are talking about it. BBC has an article up. And apparently, they are pulling the transgender TV show. A reality show about Caitlyn Jenner, I Am Kate, becoming a transgender woman, will no longer be shown in Africa following complaints from viewers, its South African broadcaster said. How about that? MultiChoice said I Am Kate would be dropped out of respect for customers' views and Africa's diverse regulatory environments. The move came after a request from Nigerian authorities, reports said. MultiChoice's DSTV service broadcasts to the whole continent. Trans woman. I left Nigeria to save my life. That's one of the other articles that they have on here. So, yeah, this despicable stuff. So that's what they have going on over there in Africa. They are rejecting the television show I Am Kate. So they have more morals than we do. That's I had a Catholic friend. I actually have a guy that I'm friends with who is Catholic. Go figure. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. But the guy is, in case this, show gets manipulated, yes, I am friends with him. He's a nice guy. He's a Protestant, or I'm a Protestant. He's a Catholic. I pick on him for it. He picks on me for being Protestant. But yeah, that's our relationship. But anyway, this guy told me, he said, Caiden, I'm going to be completely honest with you. The last hope for Christianity right now is over there in Africa, because people are legitimately getting saved over there. And it's looking pretty decent. I mean, now they're kicking out I Am Kate. They are saying enough with the indoctrination. We want nothing to do with it. I mean, it is fantastic. And then on top of that, I mean, it might turn into I Am Bruce again, because apparently Bruce Jenner is considering getting changed back into a male. Have you heard about that? Yeah, we have I'm going to look for that article real quick. Yeah, here it is. TheWrap.com reported this. It hasn't been easy for Caitlyn. It's been very hard. Ian Halperton, I don't know how to pronounce it, recalls one source telling him. Caitlyn Jenner, who announced her, and I say her because that's what it says here, her transition from man to woman last year, has considered detransitioning. The author of a new book about the Kardashian family told The Wrap on Wednesday. Ian Halperton, the author of Kardashian Dynasty, The Controversial Rise of America's Royal Family, said that while researching his book, multiple sources told him that the former Olympian had been miserable for months and has considered transitioning back into a man. One source claimed to me that Caitlyn has made whispers of sex change regret, hinting she might go back to being Bruce Jenner, Halperton said. So that's what we have coming from Bruce Jenner now. He's wanting to become Bruce again. And you want me to tell you why? It's because Bruce never left. I mean, God intended for you to be born a male. If you are born a male, you are to be a male. All right? The Bible says right there in the book of Jeremiah that God knew us before he formed us in the womb, before he created us. Okay? So he knew us before we were born. He knew us before we even were anything. Okay? So God intended for you to be, that's right, he intended for you to be a male if you're born a male. He intended for you to be born, if you're born a woman, he intended for you to be a woman. All right? It's as simple as that. And Bruce Jenner still has an XY chromosome. So, guys, the thing that really gets me about this entire thing is that you have so many people that are actually, trying to make it out like, if you choose to be born, if you choose to be a woman, you're a woman. If you choose to be a male, you're a male. And that's not true. Because, guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Here's the thing that really gets me. Liberals claim to hold the ideology based on science. However, they completely reject biology on the issue of gender.
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight. Somebody had to say it.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Bank on Yourself. Bank on Yourself is a company that teaches you how to invest money, how to prepare for your retirement, basically teaches you how to save money. And they are offering a free report right now that you can sign up for, 18 pages, absolutely free. You can get that by going to 25security.com. That is 25security.com. All you have to do is just type in your first name, last name, primary email, and they will send it right your way. That is 25security.com.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 25security.com. That's the number 25security.com. 25security.com. Go to 25security.com.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Bank on Yourself. Bank on Yourself is a company that basically teaches their clients how to invest money, how to prepare for their retirement, how to reduce their 401ks, basically how to manage your money wisely. And the president of the company is Pamela Yellen. She has investigated over 450 financial products and strategies in search for an alternative task and voluntary of traditional investments. She has appeared on every major TV and radio network, and her articles and interviews have appeared in thousands of publications and websites. And she is a New York Times bestseller on Bank on Yourself Revolution. Now, if you'd like to find out more, you can go to 25security.com. 25security.com. Once again, that is 25security.com. You know, running for the presidency is supposed to be about portraying yourself as the most professional candidate fit for the office.
Caiden Cowger.
So what does Hillary Clinton do?
Somebody had to say it.
She barks like a dog.
You know? Who let the dogs out? 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 You know?
Show notes and segments from today's show will be posted at CaidenCowgerProgram.com. If you're on Twitter, just follow Caiden Cowger at Caiden Cowger.
That would be the best decision of your life. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. It's great to have you with us. I tell you, some of these images coming out of these anti-Trump protests are just absolutely horrific. They are. There's an article here on the Washington Times, and it reads, "Protests backfire as anti-American images push undecided voters to Trump." And it has a picture on here of these, what looks to be, I'm guessing, Mexican immigrants waving a Mexican flag, going past the Donald Trump event. I don't know what's happening. That's what it looks like anyway. But, guys, you never see, when an Irishman is waving an Irish flag, it's in celebration of their Irish heritage. All right, like for St. Patrick's Day or something like that, all right? When you are celebrating a holiday like Cinco de Mayo, right? Something like that, and you're waving a Mexican flag, you are celebrating Mexican heritage. These people are waving the Mexican flag as a flag of really rebellion. And what it appears to be in these images where they are, basically saying Mexico is the sole place where legal immigration is occurring. And we're going to wave this flag in support of illegal immigration. We're going to wave this flag in support of amnesty. We're going to wave this flag in support of open borders. That's a signal that sends. And guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. These people come across our border and they're breaking our laws. And I have said time and time again, this is not an Hispanic issue. It's not, any type of racial issue. It is the issue of rule of law. You have to have borders. I mean, if you are caught illegally going into Mexico, you're shot, you're killed. They do away with you. You come into the United States, we'll give you everything. And guys, when they are getting in vehicles, flying the Mexican flag at these anti-Trump events, I'm going to tell you exactly what it looks like, and it's the truth. It looks like we're being invaded by Mexico. I mean, that is legitimately what it looks like. That's not an insult to Hispanic people. It's not an insult to Latinos, because you have a lot of Latinos that came here legally, that arrived from Mexico, that came through our process the legal way. There shouldn't be any ounce of, any hatred for them. They came across the right way. They love this country enough that they went through a process. There's nothing wrong with that, all right? Your hatred should not be for a race, and I don't think it really is of anybody. It's certainly not for Trump. What we have issue with is when you come across the border illegally. It doesn't matter if you're from Mexico. It doesn't matter if you're from somewhere in Europe. It doesn't matter if you're from Asia. When you come across our border illegally and you do not apply to become a United States citizen through our process, then you're breaking our law and you do not deserve to have citizenship. And you need to be kicked out. It's as simple as that. But they try to make this into a racial issue. Oh, you hate all Mexicans. No, that's not true. And, you really can't. You can't say that Donald Trump hates Mexicans. Why in the world would you say that? He has a lot of friends that are Mexican. He's around a lot of Mexicans. He's around a lot of Hispanic people. There's a lot of them working for him. And no, they're not just cleaning their toilets like that one idiot on The View said. I'm sorry, that's what she said, literally. She said, oh, if you're going to deport all the Mexicans, who's going to clean your toilet, Donald Trump? See, those are the real racists here. It's the liberals. It's not us. But you can't say I'm racist. Definitely can't say I'm racist against Latinos, because one of my best friends is a Latino. So, yeah, you'll figure. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for listening to us tonight. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. And for the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you. God bless. And God save this nation.